SEC.
Seminoles ahead 67-63 on the Michigan Wolverines with 1:28 to go in the second half from beautiful San Juan. This is the closest Michigan has been. They're at the free throw line now with Glenn Robinson III, giving them an opportunity to pull within one possession. It hasn't been like that since way back at about the 13-minute mark of the first half.
Yes, it has, and as this game is went on, you look at, some of the things that Michigan didn't do this well, and, shooting free throws has been one of them, and hopefully he can knock these down.
First up for Robinson is good. Michigan as a team, 8 for 14 at the line tonight. They've left some points out there, but they can still get some critical ones back right now. 67-64, it's a three-point game. And Robinson, the sophomore, from St. John, Indiana, to shoot a second, and he buries it. Big Dogs kid coming up big down the stretch. 2-point game. Florida State 67, Michigan 65. Booker brings it up against the zone, against LeVert, and a blocking foul called at center court. It's against Karis LeVert. That'll be his third. And a 1-and-1 coming for Booker, who on the season is 13-17 at the charity stripe. He's also a very good three-point shooter. He's 50% from downtown on the year, so he's capable of making these free throws. Michigan running with Robinson, McGarry, Walton, Stauskas, and LeVert. 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was a tough foul there. Something I didn't feel that we needed at that particular time, but we'll see how it plays out here.
And made the first free throw to push it back up to 3. 68-65.
Yeah, when you got a team like that and you cut them all the way down to 2 points and you got 1:28 seconds on the clock, let's see what they got offensively. Your defense has definitely got you back in this ball game, and I feel like it wasn't a need to foul right then and there, but hopefully Michigan can bounce back.
This is a tough call. It looked like he was moving side to side and trying to keep his hands off, but they got him for the contact, and the second free throw is just as good as the first. Pure. 69-65, Florida State with 80 seconds left. Walton, the freshman, has been sensational. Brings it into the front court for the Maize and Blue. Works against a man-to-man defense, brings it to the top, and now the left point. Screen to his right from Robinson. Jab step on his man, backs off to center circle. 1:06 to play. Gets instruction from John Beilein. Sets the offense into motion from the right point. High screen from McGarry. Handoff, Stauskas at the top of the key. Drives right to the lane. Lays it up high off the window. No good. McGarry offensive board. Got his man in the air. Can't get it to go. Tap back won't go. Fight for the loose ball. McGarry saves it inbounds to Stauskas. And a foul called on Florida State with 48.3 to play.
Yeah, that was excellent hustle there by McGarry. He's leaving it out there on the floor. He went after it. Got about 3 or 4 rebounds then, and then hustled over here to the sideline and just about took us out and saved the ball. Just excellent basketball.
And the best free throw shooter on the team, and Nick Stauskas, to the charity stripe for 2. 69-65. That was the 10th foul against Florida State. First shot up and good. 69-66.
And this is the time when big players step up in big moments, and you've seen it time and time again that Michigan has those players to do that.
Look how relaxed he is at the free throw line. His feet are very close to each other, and he's just very cool and casual and knocks down both of them. 17 for Nick Stauskas. Didn't have his best shooting night, but he's right back up there close to his average with 17, and it's a 2-point game with 45 seconds left in Puerto Rico. Booker brings it up the floor for Florida State. Seminoles on top by 2. Pass to the right corner for Brandon. Back out to Booker against that zone defense. Feed to the post for Bojo. Booker back out on the right wing to Brandon. Brandon circles towards the top. 30 seconds to play. Finds Miller high on the left. 14 on the shot clock. 13, 12. Miller has to do something with it. Finds Brandon. Right corner. Booker for 3. It's strong. LeVert with a rebound. 17 seconds to go. Michigan into the front court, trailing by 2. Walton on the left point with a basketball. Looking for a play from Coach Beilein. And a timeout called by the Wolverines with 11.1 to play. We'll keep it right here.
Man, what a game. What a game. It looked like it was a game that could have got away from Michigan. And now they're looking at it right now with a chance to tie it, send it to overtime, or go for the win.
The winner gets Charlotte in the championship of the 2013 Puerto Rico tip-off. What a fantastic game we've had here in San Juan at Coliseo Roberto Clemente. Florida State 69, Michigan 67. The Wolverines have fought back from 16 down. Terry, what do you dial up? We've talked about this off the air. You don't have Trey Burke, you don't have Tim Hardaway. Who's your go-to player? I think we're about to find out.
We're going to find out, but we got so many options down the stretch right now. We can look at Nick Stauskas. We can look at Glenn Robinson. I mean, these guys haven't shot the ball extremely well, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be afraid to go to them. But right now, I would probably start it off with some type of pick and roll involving McGarry to kind of loosen it up. And at that point, the sky's the limit.
Mitch McGarry has been fantastic tonight. He's been banged up, hasn't played a lot of minutes early in this season, but playing by far his best game of the year tonight. 14 points, 12 rebounds, and has really been the only reason Michigan has a chance to rebound, because I'll tell you, there's so many times that maybe the ball caroms off the rim, and it's 3 Florida State jerseys and Mitch McGarry just poking the ball around. Maybe somebody else ultimately ends up with a rebound, but McGarry's the reason those possessions stay alive.
Yes, he knows how to keep the ball alive, and I mean, he has some great hands for a big guy, and usually when he gets a hand on it, he can corral it and bring it in.
Possession arrow goes to Florida State. Michigan is in the double bonus, trailing by 2, 69-67, with 11.1 to play. Who is the go-to guy for the Wolverines in 2013-14? Wolverines have the basketball. Caris LeVert to inbound it. Stauskas has 17. McGarry has 14. Walton has 13. Robinson has 9. LeVert has 5. LeVert doing the honors to inbound it from the left sideline. In front of head coach John Beilein. Looks, and gets it to Stauskas with 10 to play. 9, 8, drives left to the key, lays it up, got it! Nick Stauskas ties the game with 6 seconds left. Florida State quickly into the front court. Booker looks, gets it to Miller, stepped on the sideline. 2.2 to go. Michigan has the ball. We're all tied up, T-Mills.
Yes, and the crowd is just going crazy here in Puerto Rico, and they fought all the way to get back here, and it's unbelievable.
John Beilein's going to draw up a play with 2.2 seconds left, and Nick Stauskas, who we all know is a sharpshooter from the outside, passed on the 3, drove it left to the key, and I'll tell you what, that 16 pounds of muscle that he added in the offseason paid off right there, because he muscled it up against some contact, absorbed it. Officials swallow the whistle on that play, but he lays it up off the window for 2, and Michigan ties the ball game for the first time since 13 minutes left in the first half.
Yes, man, there's no quit in Michigan, I can tell you that. These guys fought back, and they deserve this win right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't pull it out with just 2.2 seconds left on the clock.
No timeouts left for the Wolverines and John Beilein. Leonard Hamilton has 1 in his pocket. 2.2 seconds left. Florida State possession arrow. But the Wolverines have tied it up at 69. With 2.2 seconds left from San Juan. And they need to inbound the ball from the left sideline about 10 feet into the backcourt.
Well,
this will not be an easy inbound.
No, the basketball guys have been good to us right now, but I would be looking for Nick Stauskas on this, baby.
Caris LeVert to inbound it against Bojo. Gets it to McGarry. Puts it up from the left. Back to the rim. No good. We're going to overtime in San Juan.
Hey, that was a good look at it by Mitch, but I tell you what, the momentum swing is going Michigan's way, and we couldn't be sitting in a better position right now.
Let's take a 30-second timeout. It's a network break, and when we come back, overtime from San Juan for the right to play in the championship of this historic tournament. Florida State, Michigan, tied at 69 on the Michigan IMG Sports Network.
The Chalkboard. Sweeps.